Today we are going to do May-June 2013 practical paper 3 and we'll solve the Excel sheet or the spreadsheets. Okay, now let's go over there. Okay, here it is. Okay, now here they are asking you to manipulate this spreadsheet. Okay, now using a suitable software package, load this file. Okay, I have already opened that file. That loading means you have to open that directly. Okay, now insert a new row above a row 1. Okay, so this is row 1 and I'm going to right click and insert a row. Okay, that's done. And then they're saying in the cell A1 enter Bravo Office. Okay, so over here I'm going to paste this Bravo Office, merge cell A1 to H1 so that they become single cell. Okay, and it has to be 18-point sans serif font and black background. Now this has to be merged. Okay, and it should be on the right hand side. This should be 18 points. Now sans serif is Arial black. Okay, Arial black. Sans serif is Arial black, and serif is Times New Roman. Remember that. So this is 18 point, and they're asking us to have it. The background should be black. So we'll make a black background, and we'll make this as white, obviously. Otherwise, it will not be visible. Okay. Now this is done. 18-point cell format, all this. Okay, this is done. On the left in the header, add your name, sender number, candidate number. On the right hand side in the header, this one, last revision plus the automated date and time. Okay, now I have told you earlier that this is the one of the ways of entering the header and footer is go to print and go to page setting, and there header and footer, and say custom header. Okay, now here automatically whatever you want, like I've already added left hand side Junaid. Okay, and on the right hand side they said last revision and automated date and time. So you can see there's a date option, there's a time option. You can click on that and automatically date plus time will appear over there on your pages. Okay, let's see why it has not come. Okay, yeah, because of the page settings. Okay, then let's see what they're asking. Now properties 1053 to 1056. Okay, they are saying those are those advertised in the web page. This they have done it on the front page. So from there you have to take the values. So 53 0 16 24, you have to add those values over here. 0 16, yeah, 0 16 20 and 4. Okay, this is done. Now for each property, either the distance from the center of the Bravo, this we have done on the spreadsheet. In cell C3, enter formula to calculate the income. The property will make when the property is sold. Now that should be the $100 plus 2.5% of the price of the property. Okay, so what they're asking us is over here in the income column we should have a formula which will be calculating the income, and that will be the 100 plus 2 we'll have 2.5%. Is that, yeah, into, we'll put a star into the price. Okay, press enter. This is done. Yeah. In cell E3, enter formula to display the viewing cost if a local taxi is used. If the distance to the property is less than 5 kilometers, the cost will be $2. If it is 5 kilometers or more and less than 15 kilometers, the cost will be $5. And if it is 15 kilometers or more, the cost will be $10. They are asking us to use a if function. Okay, so we'll go to viewing cost and we'll say equals to if, and then the bracket, and let's see, they're saying if it is less than 5 kilometers, that means the distance is less than 5 kilometers, then the cost will be $2. Okay, so comma 2, then again the second condition, will mix up these two conditions because this is more or less same. They're saying if it is greater than equals to 15 kilometers, then the cost will be $10, otherwise 5. Got it? Okay, and then we'll close the bracket. Sorry, what we have missed out. Equals to 15. Sorry, if D3, we have missed the bracket over here. So if D3 greater than equals to, and then this will come, viewing cost will come over here. Okay, now let's see. In cell H3, enter a formula to calculate the profit from the sale. This will be calculated by taking from the income both the viewing cost multiplied by the number of times viewed and the advertising cost. That means we have to find out the profit. Okay, that is H3. So we'll say equals to this is the income minus this one, the viewing cost, multiplied by times viewed. Okay, and then they say sorry G3. Okay, press enter. Now let's see, apply appropriate formatting to the cell. Now appropriate means it should not be overlapped. Okay, and thing should be visible. Okay, that's it. Now replicate the formula entered in step 34 to 36 for all the properties. Now this is for 34 to 36. Yeah, okay, now let's see, we'll replicate this one and we'll replicate this one and we are going to replicate the profit. Okay, this is done. Now let's see what they're asking. In cell H41, enter a formula to calculate the total profit if all the properties were sold. Added this formula so that it also rounds this value to the nearest whole dollar. Now over here they are asking us to calculate the total profit, but it should be rounded off to the nearest value, that means to 0. So what we are going to do, we are going to put two formulas. One is the round, means because we want a round value. Okay, and in that we will be calling the sum. So sum from the total profit. Okay, so this is it, and then obviously we have to round this value. Sorry, once again we'll do that. Equals to round in brackets sum in brackets this total value. Okay, and then we have to put comma to the 0 values, so that it will round off. You can see it has come. Okay, so this is what we have now displayed to the cells and all that you can do. I hope you have understood. Thanks.